My name is Holly Drew, and I teach financial literacy at Camden County Technical Schools in New Jersey. My question for you is, would you like to see personal finance and economics course become part of the graduation requirements for high school? And in your view, what is an important issue affecting consumers that could be mitigated with financial education?
Well, first of all, one New Jersey into another. Well, this relates back to the question I was just talking about. We don't know as much as we would like about how to teach financial literacy. We've had a number of programs here at the Federal Reserve where we have monitored different attempts, different approaches to teaching kids about financial literacy, and some work better than others, but we haven't really found a magic bullet. And what I think is needed is two things. One is we really need to do a better job of integrating financial education, financial literacy into our broader curriculum. So, for example, when you're teaching math, instead of just teaching abstract calculation, why not put it in terms of working out an interest payment or a budget? Or we can integrate it into history or civics or economics. So there are lots of ways to do that, and I think that would be a more effective way to do it. Another way to make this more effective is to tie it directly to kids' own experience in their own lives. We know that people are much more prone to understand and want to learn about, say, mortgage financing when they're actually in the process of buying a house. So if kids are involved, for example, in opening a saving account or doing other things, saving for college, then those things mean a lot more to them, and the training is helpful. But again, to go back to what I was saying before, this is so important for people at their individual level and for the economy and for the financial system as a whole. When I was in school, and I know when you were in school, we had courses called home economics, and it didn't really have much to do with economics. It had to do with cooking and other very valuable skills. Well, home economics of the kind that is about knowing how to budget and how to save and those kinds of things, that's very important too. And I think we need to put that into the curriculum so that kids will have the life skills. Even going into college, because we see a lot of kids get into trouble even in the college years with excessive credit card debt and not being able to pay tuition and so on. So to go back to your question, one of the main lessons of the crisis is that we as citizens need to be responsible for our own financial dealings. We can't put everything on the government. We can't put everything on Wall Street. Part of it is our responsibility. And you teachers, you educators who are working with the kids, I hope that you'll make that part of your curriculum, because it is one of the most important things that kids can learn.